Thank you, Matt. We had a good win versus Loyola-New Orleans during exam week on reading day. We did what we needed to do in that game. We're a little bit better than they are from a size and depth standpoint and athleticism. And one of their best players, Nick Parker, did not make the trip. He's their leading scorer, and that certainly didn't help their cause. Of course, Frank didn't play for us. He was injured as well and set out nursing a sprained ankle. He's good to go at this time. He was a full practice this morning, looked good, and he'll be ready for Louisiana Tech as we depart this afternoon. The game against Loyola, we did a good job, again, taking care of what we needed to do in that game, and we shot the ball well both halves, and we shot the three-point shot well. We shot our free throws well. Shared the ball. Everyone scored that played except for Marcus, and he doesn't really care about scoring. I have to fuss at him and tell him he needs to score occasionally. But we had a couple of good days of practice since exams were over, and we're headed to Ruston, as Matt said earlier, today at 3:30. We'll be able to shoot tomorrow morning. The game's at 6:30 Central Time, and a little bit earlier start so we can get out of Ruston and head back home a little bit earlier. When we return, we have two home games before Christmas break against Southeastern Louisiana and UNO. The UNO game being next Saturday, or this Saturday, the 16th, and then we'll play Southeastern on Tuesday night before we head off and go to Clemson and wrap up the first semester. I want to encourage our fans to come out and watch this team. They do a great job sharing the basketball. Fun team to watch, and I think we've got a chance to have an excellent year. As I said earlier, if we can stay healthy and continue to make progress. Well, it's important to play those guys and have a game with opponent that our fan base recognizes, and we're excited to play teams in Louisiana. We look forward to playing anyone. We've asked all teams to play. Some don't like to play or refuse to play us, and that's fine. We'll play the teams that want to play, and we've got a good winning streak. In fact, we've won 20 plus in a row, I believe, and the last time we lost to Louisiana school was in Ruston a couple of years ago, maybe December of 2015. So it's important for recruiting, it's important for our fan base, and it's important to our team.
What is the update on Marlin?
He's good to go, as I said earlier. He practiced this morning, he's a full go.
Coach, can you kind of talk about Jakeem and Gant? I feel like he's been all over the court defensively and offensively. Can you kind of talk about his play so far?
Been very active, doing a good job blocking shots for us. I haven't looked at the league stats, but he was second in the league in block shots as of last week. Shooting of the ball at a high percentage. You know, when you have a lot of dunks, certainly it helps your shooting percentage, but he was like third in the league in field goal percentage. Shooting free throws well. He's making some three-point shots, which he's very capable of doing. So him being active, I'm on him to play better defensively. He's got to move his feet. He needs to come up with more steals. He's got to rebound the ball better. He's trying to get a double-double. Last couple of rebounds, games, he's had 8 rebounds. But he's doing a good job, and certainly we need him to continue strong play moving into conference.
Did you anticipate that he would be as much of a scorer that he's become?
Jakeem? Yeah. Yes, I felt like he could, depending on how we played, if he started or came off the bench. But certainly he's going to have games. He had back-to-back career highs this past week, so 20 and 23. And hopefully he can surpass that and get a career high rebounding, which he had 11 against Pine Bluff when he was at Missouri.
Jonathan the other night was talking about how he felt like he has kind of more, paraphrase, he's got more hops, better legs now than he has like in 3 years. And I know what the setback was last year and everything, but has he really dealt with issues like that throughout? Is this the best that you've seen him physically since you've had him?
He's definitely looking bouncy to me. He has worked hard in the weight room, and his heel's not bothering him right now, and certainly that's allowing him to push off and be aggressive. He's had a good two-handed dunk in every game since he's returned, attacking the basket, finishing with 2 hands, and hopefully he can keep that up. But I'm pleased with where he is with his mobility at this stage, and he's playing like a senior should play. Had a great practice this morning.
Was there a point prior to last season when he lost that a little bit, or was he just kind of talking?
Well, he was injured, of course, and he missed one game, and then he played a lot afterwards, maybe December and January, where he wasn't 100%. But the last 7 games of conference play, I thought he played really well, and certainly hitting the half-court shot against Monroe made him feel a lot better. He was rebounding the ball better at that stage, and I think that showed that his improvement in his overall play, and a lot of that was rebounding and jumping. So I'm excited that he's playing like a senior and hope that he can continue his play.
I know you mentioned how important it is playing against in-state opponents, but specifically when talking about Louisiana Tech, can you use this game as a measuring stick, especially since they've been in the postseason the last 4 years?
I didn't realize it'd been a postseason. I don't keep up with that. I know they've not been in the NCAA tournament in a long time. But we recruit against each other occasionally. We respect their coaches and their program. I know our conference was ranked about 10 spots ahead of theirs last year. I know they're off to a good start this year. It's the longest rivalry in state that we have, and we've beaten them 3 out of 4 times that we played them since we've renewed the rivalry.
Were you a little surprised that SFA got him at home the other night?
No, not at all, Dan. And I was recruiting on Thursday night in Houston, and I sat at a high school game with the head coach from SFA, and he shared some things with me, and then I watched the game when we returned, and they just Stephen F. Austin's got a really good team, and they played well. They outplayed them, and they got 7 more offensive rebounds, and then they created, I think it was 6 more turnovers. So they got 13 chances, extra opportunities, and they shot over 50% from the floor. So that's the reason they won the game.
You have to kind of do the same thing, offensive rebounds and get some turnovers.
It's important, certainly, to offensive rebound because it creates opportunities and extra possessions for your score. It's a goal that we have every night is try to rebound the basketball. And then we need to win the 3-point game. That's important. Their guard plays very good. Bracey's played well for them. Harris has played well. And we saw what Boykins is capable of last year in the Cajun Dome and when he made 6 in a row in the second half.